Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Sheetal, and today I'm going to talk about something super important if you are into branding, that is mood boards. Whether you are a designer, entrepreneur, or someone who is curious to know about the design process, understanding how to create a mood board is crucial. It's a visual tool that helps you communicate your brand's essence before any design work begins. I know it might sound like a fancy designer term, but trust me, it is one of those things which can either build or break your brand's vibe. Today, I'm going to do something pretty exciting. That is, I'm going to redesign Amul's ice cream packaging. Now, Amul is one of those brands that pretty much every Indian has grown up with. It's iconic. Whether you are a kid or an adult, we all had Amul ice cream at some point. So the goal here is to give the Amul packaging a fresh, modern look while keeping its beloved and classic vibe intact. So let's dive into the video. Amul is known for being trustworthy, reliable, and all about the quality TV. So it's a product you buy knowing that it's going to be good, right? So we need to reflect that in our design. We'll look at the colors, typography, and the vibes that I am going with for the Amul's three classic flavors, that is vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry. But here's the thing, this is just the first part of the video. In the next video, I'll take you through the entire process of creating Amul's packaging for these flavors, from creating a concept to final product. So be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay updated. Let's focus on how to create a mood board and how it plays a very key role in bringing the brand to life. So what is mood boards? In simple terms, mood boards are like a reference guide, a visual reference guide that represents the look, feel, and vibe of the brand, and that helps to define the mood and personality for a brand. From colors, images to typography and packaging designs, the mood board helps to set the essence of your brand at one place, and you pull together all the ideas that reflects what the brand is even before designing anything. And it's not just for the designers, it's for everyone involved in the brand's creation. And believe me, it's pretty awesome when you see it all come together. Now you might be thinking when to make the mood boards. Well, it's usually done at the early stages of building a brand. Once you have the clear idea of your client's vision and mission, that's when the mood board comes to play. It's kind of like a blueprint before you start creating logos, websites, or even packaging designs. Whether you're rebranding or starting from scratch, the mood board helps you as a visual representation throughout the design process. A mood board helps to set the tone and avoids miscommunication, and also it helps everyone to get on the same page, and it saves a lot of time down the line. Before I dive into the design process, I went ahead and collected some inspiration, that is everything from images, typography to color palettes and packaging designs. I found a lot of great ideas on Pinterest and Behance, which are my number one go-to place for great ideas and inspiration. Now I'm going to show you step by step how I put these pieces together to create a perfect mood board for Amul ice cream. So first up is imagery. Now this is where the mood of the brand really starts come to life. So the images that you select, they are so important because they are going to represent the correct emotional tone for the brand. Now think about the images or illustrations that would best represent your brand's personality. For example, do you want your brand to feel like luxurious, fun, or warm and welcoming? The right images sets the vibe, and it helps to tell the brand's story visually, so make sure it aligns with your client's goal and with the feeling you want to evoke. So think about the lifestyle images, illustrations, and textures that would evoke the right emotions. For Amul ice cream, we might choose the images that show the creamy textures, freshness, and indulgence of the cream. Next is typography. And the typefaces that you choose can completely transform the personality of the brand. So are you going to use serif for elegance, or sans serif for modern look, or you can say the handwritten font just for more personal touch. Typography helps to communicate the tone and the character of the brand. So it's crucial to pick the right tones that match the correct brand's identity, because the font you choose can say a lot about the brand. Now, for Amul, we are going with something rounded and modern, which gives it a friendly and approachable feel. So, I've chosen to go with Sophia Sans, which is rounded and sans serif font. So, you might be wondering why a rounded font. So, let me explain. Now, when it comes to typography, before I landed on the perfect font, I actually tried out the number of fonts and typefaces to see what worked best for Amul. I played around with few options, testing how each would look on the Amul logo, the flavor names, and the overall feels I was looking for. I wanted something that felt fresh and friendly, but still modern and clean. So, after a bit of trial and error, I finally decided that Sophia Sans was the one that fit best. It had that perfect balance of playfulness and clarity and approach feel, which is exactly what you want when you're designing for something like ice cream. So it also works great on packaging, where you need to make the text both legible and appealing at the same time. So this is important because Amul is well-known trusted brand, and we want to keep that balance of fun while still feeling reliable. Now let's talk about the color palette. Colors have a psychological impact, as we all know. So they play a huge role in how the brand is perceived. For example, blue is represented as calm and professional, red is represented as energetic and bold, and green is represented as fresh and natural, and so on. So when creating your mood board, consider how the colors will work together, like to represent the brand's value and connect with the target audience. And think about the emotions you want to trigger in your audience, and remember that they should all work well together to create that cohesive feel. Here, Amul got that signature blue, which is a strong, trustworthy color. But what I want to do is make it feel more fresh and energetic. So I am going to keep the blue. I have added different colors for each flavor to really capture their unique vibe. For example, soft creamy tones for vanilla, rich browns for chocolate, and vibrant pinkish hues for strawberry. And for me, honestly, this color palette looks amazing. Finally, packaging. The brands which are product based, for them, the packaging design is just as important as the logos or website, because it communicates the brand's identity in the most tactile way, because it's what the customers will physically hold and interact with. Including packaging ideas in your mood board will set the right tone for how the packaging will look and feel in the hands of the customers or consumers. The packaging needs to reflect all the elements of the mood board, from imagery to the typography and color palette. For Amul ice cream, this could mean clean, minimalist, with a bold use of colors that stands out in the freezer aisles. When it comes to the packaging, I'm focusing on clarity. I want the flavors to stand out clearly, and the last thing you want is a messy design where you can't even tell what flavor you're buying, right? So expect some clear hierarchies, iconic flavor colors, and of course a little bit of whimsy in the design, because it's ice cream and it's supposed to be fun. Alright guys, here's the final look. In the next video, we'll take this mood board and go through the entire design process from concept to final packaging. So if you're interested in seeing how we move from initial ideas to complete rebrand, then don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And let me know in the comments or in the DMs of my Instagram. I will leave the link to my Instagram in the description. What was your favorite part of the process, and have you ever created the mood board? Until next time, keep creating and stay inspired.